Hey everybody, how you doing? I hope everybody's well. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Uh, Mine was very sad, and I cried most of the day because some of my kids were being not very nice to me, fighting with me, just being mean. But I don't want to go into that too much, but I hope your Mother's Day was wonderful. You know, my mother died about 10 years ago. So I have a really hard time on Mother's Day. So, and I'm sure some of you do too. Because if you lost your mother, it's just like the hardest thing ever. It's hard without your mom. But, anyways, I hope you all had a happy Mother's Day. I just wanted to come on here for a little bit and talk about why. I have so many questions in this case. There's so much on YouTube. There's so much information. It's crazy, right? And I notice that a lot of channels, different channels, well, they will put out a lot of theories and they'll find reasons, and things to back it up. And I'm not saying none of those theories are right. Are wrong. I'm just saying that I don't look very far than the parents I never have. And I think when you start to include everybody and so many suspects, you get confusion. And, but that being said, I want to know why. Here's my first question. Why has Jody Sue involved herself in this case? Why does Jody Sue always make really crazy videos where she makes Andy look terrible, her ex-husband, or whatever, if he's still her husband? Why does she want to make him look bad and she talks so bad about him in videos? Why? Why did it bother her when Chris McDonough did the interview with Hunter? And he did the censored one first, and then he released the uncensored one. And Andy's name was listed as the drug dealer. Candus's drug dealer, whoever was there. So, Jody Sue, she went on No Thanks Investigates right away, started crying her eyes out and freaking out about this. She tried to watch, if you go watch her videos, and I have a picture of of Crystal's Crime Time up here right now. Only for a few minutes. I want to show you that I want you to go to this channel. I'm not going to show you the video because it's her channel, but I would recommend that you go to Crystal's Crime Time and you watch all her videos on Jody Sue. Jody Sue is very suspicious in this case, and she's the only one that I think, besides Don and Candus, if I had a suspect, I would look at Jody Sue. But I don't know Jody Sue, so I'm not trying to judge her or anything. But I think that people need to, have a better understanding of this, not to trash Jody Sue or to make her feel bad. I'm not trying to do that in any way. But for instance, this one video right here that Crystal did, which, by the way, I have to give such a big shout out to Crystal. She is amazing with her videos. She puts them together. She puts Jody Sue's videos together so we can understand them. She puts them in clips so you can, because Jody Sue sometimes mumbles and she's very quiet. And, sometimes you can't understand her. Jody Sue, if you watch my video, I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. I'm saying that you're very suspicious, that's all. I'm not trying to be mean to you or say anything bad. But why did you try to wash the scent off in the creek? I can't believe that you even said that you tried to lose the scent, your scent, so you wouldn't, put the dogs off. Why would you say something like that? Why would you insert yourself at all in this? Why would you even want to? Especially even if your old man was a drug dealer. Why would you want to be on YouTube at all or talking about him? That's kind of dumb. So that's all I'm saying. But I don't know if Jody Sue's involved with anything, but all these if you watch these videos, you'll have the same suspicions as I do. So why, Jody Sue? Why did you even put yourself in this case? And you keep going. And you keep telling us all kinds of stuff about your life. Why? I really don't get it. So, are you just using this for content for money? Because, like, I'm not monetized. And I don't ever plan on being, but it seems like you're just kind of hanging out, but using, what you know about Summer, what you think you know about Summer, as a way to gain funds for yourself. It's really strange. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to say about that. So please, if you have not subscribed to Crystal's Crime Time, please do, because I do recommend her channel. And this video is called Summer Wells' Neighbor Speaks to Voldemort's personality, her ex-husband's personality. And why did Jody Sue leave the property and Andy? Why did they move? And I do think that Don, maybe it is a very good chance that Andy and Jody Sue helped Don and Candus in this. But I don't know, okay? I'm not going to go that far into a theory here. But she sure makes herself look guilty and her husband, and she's always throwing shade on herself. And then she gets mad and she'll go after she sees a video that someone puts out, then she'll go and try to refute it, which I don't blame her, but it just, these are your words, Jody Sue, that you're saying. It's not nothing we said about you. You're saying these very suspicious things and people have concerns about you. Okay, let's move along. Also, just a couple things, because there is absolutely nothing going on in the Summer Wells case. Nothing. Nothing really new. But you know what bothers me is that Candus is really acting up. She's really getting upset. And I want to know why. What is going on, Candus? You are obviously guilty of something because you wouldn't be acting this way. So anyways, I'm going to show you this. Sorry, I got to get past this for a second. Okay. This is Jonathan Lee Riches. I'll come up closer for you. And I need you to go watch this video. If you're my subscriber and you've been following my channel, you know how I feel about this case. And so I'm asking you to go watch his channel and subscribe if you like Jonathan. He has quite a bit of information on his channel. But anyways, he discussed this. that Candus Wells calls the cops again on people trying to find Summer Wells. Why, Candus? Why? Why are you calling the cops on people? 4 different times, Jonathan said. But he goes into detail about this, and I just don't understand why Candus would have people arrested. She's had Ernie arrested now. Ernie, she's tried to get these people arrested, Jonathan Lee. And so she keeps calling the cops on people. Now listen, let me just say this. Candus, I don't know what you got on your property that you're so worried about. There is absolutely nothing that I would want to take off your property or anybody else. And you don't have nothing good there. And I'm not trying to be mean, but you really don't have nothing worthwhile stealing. And it really looks bad around there, Candus. Who even wants to go up there? You're lucky that anybody even wants to come and help you search for your daughter. And what's wrong with you, Candus? Most mothers are looking for any kind of help they can get. I don't care if you don't think your daughter's on your property, but you got a problem. Why did Don put cameras up after Summer left? Why do you have no trespassing signs all over your property and the property marked off? Why, Candus, do you get drunk and say the things that you do, that you would never hurt your kids like that again? You'll never do anything bad again to them. You know, you make so many damning statements, Candus. So why? Why are you so afraid, Candus? Why are you hiding out at your girlfriend's house? Did Don completely kick you out of the house? I don't think you should have no say whether somebody searches the property if Don told you to get out of there. Maybe they should ask his permission. But anyways, I just think it's really, really crazy. And the more things that you do, Candus, like that, the more that I am totally suspicious of you. And I totally believe in your guilt. So why? Can somebody or anyone answer me why? All these people want to come to the defense of Summer Wells' case of the parents. You know, I can get it. I get it if somebody believed them, but to actually be brave enough to defend them and, you know, just run defense for them all the time. I'm sorry, but people like cracking cases, chasing truth, and a lot of times BK. And there's so many channels, you guys, that take up a defense for the parents. And they're always trying to say and disapprove everything that everybody else says. Why? I would like to know why. People don't go over to their channels and say, well, I don't. I only made like a couple comments to these people the whole time I've ever been on YouTube. And most of them, you know, some of them been nice. Not most of them, but some of them. But they've never been mean. I've asked questions that they've got upset about. But anyways, why would you want to fight with anybody? Why would you want to argue with anybody? Why would you want to spend a lot of time refuting and trying to prove other creators wrong? Why would people on YouTube that are creators that say they're for Summer Wells get mad and try to dispute or try to attack channels that are uncovering and exposing some bad things that have to do with children on Facebook and different websites that they found. Why are people going against those kind of creators? Are they for child trafficking? I mean, are they for this pedophilia stuff? I mean, why are they running defense? You know, they'll say, oh, we're not running defense. Oh, we're not defending Don and Candus. We're not. But they will do everything they can to dispute every single thing everyone says. Whether it has to do with the dogs, whether it has to do with showering, whether it has to do with SA, whether it has to do with abuse, they have to make sure they run defense. And in the next breath, they'll say, well, we're not defending them. But that is not true. What they say and what they do are two different things. So, and I want to know why all these people, well, not all these people, but a lot of people want to cut down others when they, have people that come on and share information. Maybe it isn't true. A lot of channels have information that we don't have guaranteed proof about. But why fight with each other? Why sit and cut them down? I really don't understand why. I don't understand why a mother like Candus would not want someone to help her find her daughter, would not want to search for her daughter, does not seem to care whatsoever. I'd be on every news station that I could, crying and breaking down and saying, please help me find my daughter. No. But what did Don say, Candus? He said, oh, I feel so bad for all these searchers out here wasting their time because Summer's not here. She's long gone. The two of you knew from the beginning, so, whatever. I just want to know why. All these questions I have, I don't understand why anybody would be friends with suspects because you don't know. Maybe they're not guilty, but you don't know if they are or not. But why get involved in their life and why take defense up for them? For what? It makes no sense. Everybody, I guess has a right to an opinion. But why fight with others? Like I said, I'm not going over there saying you're wrong and making a video. They're wrong. They're lying. They're ridiculous. Why? What do you have to prove? And, I'm concerned. I'm thinking that some of these people are involved in this case way more than it's just really unusual. Okay? So I have problems with it. Benny Keys, Tim Mullins, Ernie, all these people. It's really weird to me. That's all. But I know I'm gonna take you over to this here. I don't know where I wanted to. I don't think I was that far, no. I just wanted to show you something else real quick. And as you know, they caught those two people, that prison escapee and a guard that helped him today. So she died of a self-inflicted wound and he's back in jail. So that's really sad. But what are you going to do, right? Nothing. So it's sad, very sad. Okay. It's not that one. Hold on. I thought I had it. Um, you know, I sit and listen to Candus, okay? I listen to her, and sometimes, she'll seem like, she's sincere and genuine, and that, you know, maybe she didn't have anything to do with her daughter missing. Maybe not. But I find it really strange, and Benny Keys even knows. He knows for a fact that Protective Service was coming either the day before or that day. He knows that. Also, he allegedly says that Ernie and Candus, or Candus threw the phone that was supposed to be turned into TBI, that was Don's, and that Tim made a copy of it all on his computer. While Benny Keys says that allegedly they threw it in the lake. I don't know. But Tim Mullins has a copy of it on his computer. But we don't know if that's true. There's a lot of different rumors, so I will not go there because I do not know if that's a fact or that's the truth, okay? Because Benny Keys and Ernie Shell and different ones are fighting with each other, always trying to get each other in trouble, always fighting with other channels. It's ridiculous. And it bothers me, Benny, because I thought you were on coming over to the right side, that you seen the light. And yeah, you suspect Candus and Don, and yeah, you showed us a lot of things, but it seems like you're just trying to fight with others. And sometimes it seems like you're sticking up for Candus, especially when you're calling the police on anybody who wants to go up there. Are you jealous? I don't understand. So why? These are the questions I have. Why? I want to show you somebody, and I'm sure you know all about, you might not know all about her, but if you don't know all about her, this is a lady who shot all of her children, okay? I just want you to see her reaction, her story, her lies, her bullcrap, because her child, uh, two of her children survived, but one of them was paralyzed, and one of them testified in court against her. And she's, as far as I know, I don't know if she's still in prison or not. But I wanted you to see her response, and I wanted you to hear what she says. And, you think sometimes, well, people aren't capable of stuff like this. No, oh, really? And you don't think that people can lie. And I'm trying to say they're psycho, okay? People do bad things to their children, and they are psycho. But I just want you to hear this interview for a minute. This is Diane Downs.
My first reaction was to snap back to my childhood, to the pain that had happened to me back then, my marriage, my entrapment by society. This man was bigger than me. He was stronger than me. He had more power because he had a gun. And I stood there and I looked at Christy reaching, and the blood that just kept gushing out of her mouth. And what do? Everybody says you sure were lucky. Well, I don't feel very lucky. I couldn't tie my damn shoes for about 2 months. It is very painful. It is still painful. The scar is going to be there forever. I'm going to remember that night for the rest of my life, whether I want to or not. I don't think I was very lucky. I think my kids were lucky. If I had been shot the way they were, we all would have died. You can't replace children, but you can replace the effect that they give you. And they give me love, they give me satisfaction, they give me stability, they give me a reason to live and a reason to be happy. And that's gone. They took it from me. But children are so easy to conceive.
So, I don't know if you noticed, but you can always rewind my video. But I just wanted you to see. She laughs. Diane Downs laughs in all her videos. She has what is called duping delight. She's sitting there talking about her daughter reaching out and the blood squirting out of her mouth. And she smiles. And she says that, you know, she didn't feel lucky that she survived. She said her kids were lucky. That is really sick. She shot all of her children right in front of them while they were, right there. And her daughter was able to testify against her. And, I'm so glad because she's crazy. And my point is that you can sit there and you can look at that face, smiling, talking about her dead children. Okay? My point is that, just because someone acts a certain way, or just because you don't think so, I'm sorry, but parents commit horrible things against their children. And there are crazy people out there who do bad things. I'm not saying Candus is crazy, but I believe that she loses her temper sometimes. I believe that Don lost his temper sometimes. I believe that Don and Candus both have a sick, twisted idea of sexuality because they like younger people. I think that Candus is a very bad alcoholic, and she talks like most drunks do. I mean, that's just, I have friends that are drunks, and she talks like a drunk. I mean, and I'm not going to judge her for being a drinker. I mean, people who are alcoholics, they're addicted just like any other addiction. But Candus, we know you didn't watch Summer. We know that. We seen you in church sleeping. We seen you on drugs in your yard, passed out, cigarette ashes falling all over you. We seen you and Don. You came on videos live on Benny's show and you were trashed. We know that you let your little girl run all over that church. And you know what, Candus? Anyone could have ran out that door with Summer during the church service and you wouldn't even known because you didn't pay attention to her at all. And she was always looking for attention from someone else, Candus. I don't think she got a lot of good attention at home. I know that, people say, well, look at how they looked and they look nice. Well, usually people do dress their kids up for certain occasions or if you go on a trip to visit people, okay? But not all their pictures looked nice, okay? But they also had pictures that Summer was very dirty and neglected. And why? The boys didn't look that bad, Candus. Why was Summer looking that bad? Why'd you shave her bald? Sometimes leave her filthy and her hair filthy and her face filthy. Hey,
I was a country girl and I played in the dirt and I went barefoot and I did all those kinds of things, Candace. But my mom still made me wash my hands and face, and if I couldn't have done it, she would have done it for me. And she did brush my hair and make me brush my hair when I was a little girl. So, all these people who want to make excuses for you and just say, oh, you're just a hillbilly down in the holler and you can't help it. You can't clean your house or you can't, you're just country folk. Summer loves the dirt, you said. Oh, bull crap. All that whole interview, you were defending yourself. You and Don both. You had heard different people say on YouTube ignorant things, and so you were defending yourself. Oh, she loved to play in the dirt. She loved dirt. She wanted her hair caught. So whatever. You know, it's just a bunch of nonsense. And this whole case seems like it's turned into a circus. And I refuse to get into all of that, you guys. The only thing I want to talk about is, all the suspicious things with the family and where and how and what they might have done with her. Nothing else, because I don't believe anything else. And I'm sorry. I just don't believe there's any other culprit in this case. And I don't think it's hard to figure out they did something wrong. They did something bad. I really don't believe Summer's just hidden in a nice place, because if that was true, Candace would have got her already. I'm sorry. She would have said, oh, look, we found her. So, no, I don't think Summer's coming back. And I know for sure them boys and Summer's never coming back to her house. And I doubt Don's going to be back for a long time after the Utah charges when he's done with this. So, Candace, it's not looking good, and I just want to know why you're so afraid to let people search your property. Why? Why do you seem like you don't give a crap? Why don't you have somebody come cut your lawn if you really care about your property before you have rats up there? Because when your grass gets too long, you can get a lot of rodents. Why aren't you going to get your mail? Too lazy? What? Your friend doesn't live that far from you, Kathy. She's not that far away. I know you've been staying at her house. But anyways, Candace, we're really getting tired of the games and the lies. And I'm getting really tired of a lot of this nonsense. Uh, maybe this person did it. Maybe that person did it. Maybe this person did it. Now they're talking about maybe a bear got Summer. Would you give me a break now? A bear? You don't realize that, the bear didn't eat all of her clothes, okay? He didn't eat every drop of her hair. They would have found something when the searchers went looking. So that's a nonsense story. Her mother was out driving around the road, supposedly looking for her. And there were searchers all over, so I don't buy that crap. And I think Summer was pretty smart. I do. You see her in the church, how she ran up to everybody, Robin and the other Sunday school teachers, and was hugging them. And so I think if she would have got lost, if she wandered, if she seen a house anywhere, she would have walked up to it and knocked on the door. Because she seems smart enough to do that if she can wander around the church and want to climb on everybody's lap and in their arms. So, I'm sorry. I don't buy that part of it either. They took her out of there somehow. They transferred her out of there, whether they took her in Grandma's vehicle or they took her in the Subaru, whatever. They transferred that child somewhere. Whether she was alive when she left or whether she was gone. But they did something with her. I'm worried that they may have sold her for drugs or money. I'm very worried about that because they wouldn't be able to have her anyways if Protective Services took her, right? If they took Summer away from them, they wouldn't ever get her back. And so, they could make some money, I guess. That sounds pretty sad, but it could be. None of us know. None of us know what happened this summer. And I'm sorry, but I do get really tired of everybody saying, oh, Hawkins County's not doing their job. TBI's not doing their job. Yes, they are. How many cases have you watched where TBI came out and told you everything that was going on in the case? They don't. The sheriff might give you an update every 6 months or at first every few days, and then every 6 months, and then once a year. Sheriffs make arrests. They do not solve Summer Wells' case, okay? They can't just go arrest somebody on nothing. They have to wait for the TBI to put their case together. And if TBI finds guilt or anything, they will bring charges. But they'll do it. And they're not going to tell you about it. And they're not going to come give you a million updates about it. So, sorry. And really, YouTubers should quit talking to all these people in the case. Because if they have to use them for a witness, they're not going to be able to. So anyways, and here's a couple more whys. Why do people really care what Allie has to say? Because Hunter's mom, Allie, I don't believe she was there at the house. I mean, I don't believe she was there at the exact moment Summer went missing. So why? Why does people want to talk to her or get her interviews? We don't even know if half the things she says are true. And that's no offense against Allie. I'm not trying to say anything against her. And I don't believe Hunter had anything to do with Summer disappearing. But I do believe that he helped some way. Either he was an alibi for Candus or he helped get rid of the evidence on her phone or deleted files, because go back to the interview room video with Chris McDonough and Hunter and listen what he says about the vapes and when he got out of the car. He said when he got out of the car, he went up there to get his other vape that she owed him. Okay? She owed him. So I'm wondering if he was a babysitter, for, too, to keep an eye on Summer in the vehicle. But it's not good to leave your child in a car in the heat with a coat and pants on. Candace, you know better than that. Windows pretty much rolled up. Come on. It's always much higher temperature than it is outside. The car gets hot really fast. So that wasn't a good mom either, Candace. It sounds like you had a lot of people in and out of that house. Lord knows what could have happened or who you could have sent somewhere with. We don't know. But anyways, I just have so many whys. Why this? Why that? Why are people acting the way they're acting? Why is Candus being so suspicious? I think she's about ready to get busted pretty soon. So, I don't have a problem with any other creators, okay? I love all the creators on YouTube, except I do have a problem with those that are running defense for Summer Wells' family. But all the other channels that talk about Summer Wells and Michael Vaughn and missing person cases.
I think they're all great.
And I think they all, even if you don't agree with everything they say, even if you don't like some of their content, I think a lot of these people have info that, you can get from them, little things here and there. So even if you're not subscribed, you can go check out people's videos, see what they're talking about, and hear what they got to say, unless they're talking nonsense like a bear. So I'm not saying that there's not bears there, because there is. I'm not saying a bear couldn't do something, but it didn't happen in 5 minutes. So, not with everybody around. And according to Candace and Don, Summer never left the property. She would never go anywhere past her swing. So, which one is it, Candace? What is it? It's crazy. And that when I did a video on Pat Brown, she's a profiler, and she made a very good point. She said, why would Candace start freaking out in the basement thinking Summer's gone? Why would you? If you went in your child's bedroom and they're not in the bedroom, wouldn't you want to go look somewhere else? You wouldn't automatically think, oh my God, they're gone. My child's gone. They're not in their bedroom. Well, what about looking outside? But she made that decision right then and there. When she was in the basement, she told us that. She was just gone. Yeah. Diane Downs said some guy came up and he shot her and her kids, tried to rob her. She was full of it. Then she made up some other kind of story too. But I think Donna Candace's children, one or two of them will be testifying against them when they go to court. So I'm sorry, but that's probably the truth of it. And Child Protective Services will just roll in their charges with Tennessee. They'll roll them into one when they bring them into court. So, and I believe that's going to happen. So keep your eyes out for it. And don't fall into this nonsense or get yourself stressed with these other channels. I mean, it's so much madness, craziness, because there's so many different theories and stories. I just like to stick with one or two here. She was either trafficked or hurt by her parents, plain and simple. And that Grandma and Don and Candace and all of them know what happened to Summer Wells. I just wanted to say this because I didn't get to say this before I close, but Susan Morphew, she's been missing from Colorado, and she's a beautiful woman. Her husband was charged in her murder and then dismissed because they didn't have all the case together, I guess. But the prosecutor says that they think that they can find Susan Morphew's body, but they can't get to it because the snow and the ground is frozen up behind Susan Morphew's house, Susan and Barry's house on Puma Path in Salida, Colorado. Sorry. But anyways, she went missing on Mother's Day, and it really bothers me, Here's the thing. Barry Morphew made a whole bunch of garbage dumps with all the stuff he had. But was he even weirder to me is that he said he had a job in Broomfield. He did not have a job. He stayed in that motel and slept and changed his clothes about 1,000,000 times. And God knows what else he did in that room. Okay? These are my opinions only. I have no proof. Barry's innocent until proven guilty, but in my eyes and in public opinion, for a lot of people, Barry's guilty. And, the cadaver dogs did hit on quite a few spots. I think 3 spots or 5 spots. And so they need to go back with them cadaver dogs. So, anyways, I'm sad that Susan Morphy is still missing. Please keep praying for her, that she will be found, that God will help us find her. Also, it was her birthday too, so just before this. So it's very sad. And God bless Suzanne Morphew and Maya Malate. She's still missing. All these people, just keep them in your prayers. Try not to listen to any kind of crap. Just keep your head clear and have common sense about this crime. People can make things way too difficult sometimes. So, but you can make up your own decision, and that's why I wanted you to go to Crystal's Crime Time. Check out her videos on Jody Sue. I'm not telling you how to feel about her. If you like her, that's fine. If you don't, whatever. I don't know her, but she says things that are kind of shady. So, but you have the right to make up your own opinion. So go check that out. Go check out Jonathan Lee Riches, because he's got videos lately. And he talked about Candus calling the cops 4 times. He talked about the dogs and a lot of things. He seems like a pretty good kid. I don't know him, but he seemed all right. But anyways, I don't, if I'm trying to make a video on my channel, I only have a certain amount of time to watch videos during the week, so I try to keep up with it, for you guys, so, and for myself. I'll be glad when this is over, won't you? It was a beautiful day here. I loved it. It was like 73 degrees here, finally. Could get outside, and it was my wedding anniversary, so. But me and my hubby are going to go away next month, and we're going to go fishing and have fun together. So we've been married 7 years, that's it. But we're old people. A couple of old farts, me and Ed, But anyways, I love all my subscribers. Thank you for watching my videos. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good day and a whole good week. All right? Have a good one. Bye.